5, 6, and 7.
Hello everybody and welcome to what will hopefully be a long-running series of tournament reports here on this channel, coming to you from the Fanboy3 Store Championship in Manchester. We're jumping in at round 2 with myself on the right playing Greyjoy, Kings of Winter, and Keb on the left playing Baratheon, Banner of the Watch. So just getting ready to set up now. As you can see, there is a Fish Whiskers in my hand, and he will be nice to have out given that I am playing Kings of Winter, but can I really get enough cards out to make that a good setup with him included? Never know, never know.
I'll keep that.
Yeah, I'm going to keep mine too.
Whereas Keb is playing Banner Watch, so this is going to be a very much an aggressive versus a defensive deck. See which one comes out on top. I'm going for a 3-card setup.
5, 6, 7.
And relaxing there.
You get 8, okay?
Yeah, you get it.
Right.
Whereas Keb has a 5-card setup. A bunch of nice weenies, Shireen Baratheon, Dragonstone Faithful, and 5 followers, along with a Rose Road and a Haunted Forest, which I just have to remind myself of there, which is going to make my unopposed challenges a little bit trickier.
Oh, it's fine, I don't mind.
Whereas I've gone for Theon Greyjoy, Aeron Damphair, and a King's Road. So, feeling slightly better with my setup. Got some beefier characters out there, but definitely not as many, and I'm not drawing as deep in my deck with my redraw. So we're going to go into select first plots.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. I've just set out 7 up to be honest, but...
So here we are on first plot with myself revealing Race in their Midst and Keb revealing a Winter Festival. So I'm not going to be cancelling out that Winter Festival power gain.
It's alright, okay.
And
Your pick. Actually, no,
maybe
it's
not
fine.
the best opener, but feels like you're kind of forced down that route if you're playing Kings of Winter, because the best time to drop that reserve modifier is at the start. And I've got Keb down to 3 reserve at least, so that feels somewhat a victory from 9 cards in the opening hand
I will go for that.
after draw. Down to 3, it's going to be a bit tricky to make that up. And I'm winning the coin toss for first player and starting off.
So do we have to do a little
So because it's the winter one, I'll take 1 less time as well.
Yeah, that's right.
So I only have 5, not 6.
You okay?
So now it feels like the time to get the Fish Whiskers out. I'm going to spend the King's Road on that and a bit of my money and pop down the Fish Whiskers
Fish Whiskers.
with another Fish Whiskers on him.
Nice. Super.
And also going to dupe my Damphair, so that's a reasonably resilient board. I've got everything is essentially savable because Theon can go to the dead pile, but if I'm able to hold dominance, I can pick him up with Damphair. But I haven't really done that much to develop my locations, so maybe this start could burn out. Keb's being very mindful of the reserve and wants to be getting out a lot of cards so that they're not discarding too many for reserve, and also put a bit of a dampener on his economy. So from my Kings of Winter plots, so this is going to be a little harder to achieve dumping all those cards.
Okay, first things first, makes
Try and
sense.
use up as much as possible. I'm going to pay 1 for...
Starting out with the King's Road, which definitely going to be a boost. Quick injection of cash and the Steward at the Wall. But then spending it immediately
3,
along with that Steward
4,
to drop a Benjen. So nice to see him early. If he's going to die a lot, that's good. If he's not going to die a lot, then he's at least a nice unstealthable barrier because he is a ranger.
Each defending character does not.
If they're, yeah. So.
Those fiery followers looking tasty since I have no intrigue and they can attack and then still stand for dominance, so they're nice to get. And a Moon Boy for additional cards, probably later in the game. Not wanting them now when reserve is so tight.
Is it May?
And the Consolidation of Power really suppresses my Fish Whiskers, but does nicely give me a pet.
Right. If you could choose not to, then obviously you would not let me claim 1 power. That's fine.
That is turned off.
So my challenges are definitely severely curtailed as we go into my first challenges phase. Not really in the mood to attack with Damp Hair, would rather have him standing to help me get dominance. But I will pop in a cheeky Theon for military
Fiery followers.
and commit Benjin by stealthing the fiery followers. That's if Keb chooses to defend, which he does.
And you'll win it. And I'm done.
Alright then. I'm gonna go.
And now I'm just wrapping up my challenges phase because not a lot I can do really. No point attacking with Damp Hair for an unopposed when I might not get it. Instead I'm open to an unopposed intrigue attack, and it takes some drowned men, which I don't like to see, of course. Drowned men are very useful if I can get my warships out, although this deck doesn't have as many as others, but just a couple of scouting vessels, and of course the Grey Kraken.
If I go power, I get one unopposed, or you defend it, you can defend it, I win dominance, so you're getting 1 power. It's just a case of whether you do as well or not, so.
Shireen's also poking him with a power, so I can either let this go through unopposed and then win dominance with Aeron and some cash, or I can block it and just give dominance to Keb, so I'd rather accelerate both of my powers than just his, so I'm going to let it go through.
Or you'll just gain 1. I'm happy to press both to gain 1 rather than just you gaining 1.
Okay, so I get 1.
Yeah.
And then I pick up my 1 for dominance despite the fiery followers standing,
That happens.
and Keb gets 2 from Winter Festival.
And they stand for dominance.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's yours.
Okay.
So that was a
I'm 1 above my reserve.
reasonably uneventful first turn. That board's looking big, of course. And I'm discarding a Rattleships Raiders for reserve,
Lose another.
and Keb's discarding a Haunted Forest, which is definitely not the worst thing to discard.
At the moment, it's not going to be helping out too much.
Given that multiple copies aren't super effective, given that they'll all kneel on a lost challenge. So I'm feeling fairly certain about what I want to plot to. And Keb has decided on a Filthy Accusations. So Keb has initiative, but my board's a lot more resilient to the Valar than his is. Although I am giving that 2 power for Benjin, which is not the best outcome. And Shireen is also able to kneel my Fish Whiskers, so along with the Filthy Accusations, that's 2 characters in foot. Not kneeling my Theon on the assumption that he will die from the wildfire, but I am able to save him with a Risen from the
They're
Deep.
going to lose their dupes.
So that's overall, I think, a net positive for me, coming out of that with a character, even though not got a lot of money, no locations ready to support my economy when it comes around to my marshalling, so maybe I won't be able to play anything. And I'm defending, so this will be an interesting position for Greyjoy to be in. Although, of course, then again, there's no real point attacking with my 0 claim on Valar, unless I'm able to sneak out a cheeky Seastone chair. Keb going first and increasing his economy with a Dragonstone port.
So I'll kneel, play 2.
I'm popping out Maester Crescent and Maester Aemon. So that's 2 Maesters there hanging out.
Okay.
Another intrigue icon that I can't really deal with, so I'm going to be still losing cards.
And I'm done.
And I don't have anything really, so it's over to really Keb's challenges.
This only gives him plus strength, doesn't it?
Plus 1 strength.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'm going to go power.
Mr. Crest coming in for the fairly sensible, obvious power challenge. And I'm winning that with Theon. Fortunately, not losing my 1 power that I gain on my house card.
After you lose a challenge.
Period.
Yeah.
And Maester Aemon getting in that unopposed on the intrigue.
Yeah.
So have an unopposed
Cool.
and have a claim.
And discarding an Asher.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
Tasty.
quite painful.
Okay, your turn is.
Yeah.
Cool. I have nothing to
Bring
do.
Keb up to 4.
There we go.
No, sorry, that is 5 actually. 5. I'm once again like pretty certain on my plot 3, based on what I've seen in my hand, and it's a noble cause. Again another non-winter plot, but Greyjoy do have a fair few lords and ladies, so it's nice economy if you can get it, without playing Fallen from Favour or trading with the Pentoshi, which I thought maybe not the best idea.
It's not winter. So once again, not winter.
And Keb's plot is a confiscation, taking away Theon's Risen and reducing his strength slightly.
Right. I'm going to pay 1 to put Craven on him. And I'm going to pay 4 for the walls.
Sure.
And I'm done there.
Right. I'm going to get 5.
Keb taking first marshalling and popping a cheeky Craven on my Theon, making him essentially useless, much like in the TV show. But I'm able to hit back by spending most of my gold on a Victorian.
Nice.
Big lad with a big axe. More renown, nice source of Intimidate, which can hopefully help me manage that unopposed that I'll need to do with the wall coming out. And Keb's challenges phase begins, but Keb seems to be thinking better of attacking, not wanting to open easy unopposed for me and kneeling the wall, which seems like a fair thing to be wanting to do.
I can't stop you getting through the tree. Unopposed. And you get to get one of my guys out.
Well, you can, because the Haunted Forest will.
Yeah, but then you choose to kneel Crescent and then I lose there because of the power. So, it's probably more beneficial to me to leave them both standing. See what happens. So I'll do that.
Okay.
No challenges.
That is fine.
Over to me to make the first move in my challenges by doing a military. This won't be unopposed, unfortunately, because of Haunted Forest, but should allow me to kneel out Keb's board,
Sorry, it's
with Aemon kneeling to save himself and Crescent kneeling because of Victorian's Intimidate.
Yeah, and I will renown and I'll intimidate Crescent.
yeah, there we go.
Leaving me open to do an unopposed power with Damp
I
Hair,
will attack with Damp Hair in power.
successfully kneeling the wall. And cheekily I save 1 gold to We Do Not Sow the wall and blow it up, so I don't need to worry about that clock being placed on the game nearly as much.
Straight discarded, that's amazing. There you go.
So I get unopposed and claim.
Yeah.
Right, get my unopposed.
And
There and claim.
so I get dominance.
And also winning dominance, so that's really turned the tables there, bringing me up to almost halfway. 8 power needs to win for me. Keb's flipping into Wildfire, clearly wanting to control the board a little bit, and I'm just going for Winter Festival for some power grab, trying to close it out. Theon can go because he has a silly Craven on him, so he's essentially worthless. And hopefully I can get him back with Damp Hair, although not guaranteed against Baratheon. They are pretty strong at their dominance game.
So I've got 5 money.
Keb is allowing me to go first to pop down a Rattleshirts Raiders for any future Cravens, and a Mines because saves are nice.
And that's me done.
Well, that's a bugger, isn't it? I think it's pretty good. So that's paid 2.
Keb popping down the red keep there, preventing me from getting any unopposed power. Because even if I'm cancelling out people's strength with stuff like Fish Whiskers or Balon, the red keep will still count, so that's one avenue for unopposed that I'm denied.
Now, this book seems stupid.
Although not a lot else in the way of characters, unfortunately, so board's not really being built up in response to my pressure.
Okay, let's stop worrying about that then. Yeah, I'll leave it there with 2 gold left.
2 gold. My challenge.
So I'm now going to go in big
I'm going
on
to do power for
so that I can kneel out Aemon and then kill one of the Maesters at least with my upcoming military challenge. And also it will kneel the Haunted Forest, and I'm going to get an unopposed bonus for that military challenge, which is nice to have.
If I do defend it, you can intimidate.
Many things in the Fanboy.
You got 3 gold left. Yes, but I'm going to use the box. Because it has to go. Just claim it.
So I'll defend for
Defending with Crescent, although not strictly a good idea because he doesn't count his strength due to Fish Whiskers.
6, that's fine.
Oh, of course, it's lose a challenge, it's not losing on the post challenge. Okay, never mind.
And I'm able to kneel all that out
And
with
yeah, I'm gonna,
Intimidate and get myself some nice claim and renown.
Intimidate.
Bring Victorian up to his magical 2 renown.
Mill.
Need to save him.
Unopposed.
I'm going to regret that, probably.
And in the end, it's Crescent who dies.
Yeah, I thought that was unopposed.
I guess that seems
you
fair because Aemon can continue to be a nuisance and save himself, or his fellow Knight Watchers.
Yeah.
Although with dominance and my Winter Festival power, I'm closing on victory, only 1 away now.
How much went now? 3.
My last plot is another Winter Festival to get me some last second power against a trading with the Plantation. Actually, no, that might be a ultimate noble cause. Although it's at this point that Keb realises there's no way to stop me getting either renown on Victorian or another unopposed without enough icons, so that's really the game there. Wrapping it up on 15 to...
Well done.
Alright then.
Yeah, that was
That's a bit brutal.